Alright guys, today I'm out. I'm going to be showing collecting up some tinders. Going to be showing some natural tinders and some, ones you can make at home and sort of modern tinders. Because I think it is a good idea just to, some people may just always use surefire materials, and it might help if you know some obviously natural stuff that can get a fire going when you need one. This may be more of like a video for people who are just starting out in bushcraft, showing them different things they can use, because I imagine quite a few people know most of these tinders that I will show. But yeah, so let's get to it. Alright guys, this is just a fallen tree I've come across before. This is going to be the first tinder. I'm not sure what tree it is, but a lot of trees will have stringy inner bark, especially when they're wet, because it breaks up the fibres more. This tree here, you can see just all this. It's all fibrous. Brilliant for like tinder bundles and stuff. I mean, this is really wet at the moment, but it's all over the place. So if you did collect some of that up, you can dry it out and use it as a tinder bundle. That'd be brilliant, work fantastic. But everything around here at the moment is sodden. Our British summer so far consists of rain almost every day. Yesterday, just like non-stop raining, absolutely drenched. You can go around in some of the trees that are on the, like some of the dead things that are on the floor. I picked up some wood, squoze it. The amount of water that came out, it's unbelievable. But yeah, that tree is brilliant for tinder. I have, well, not tree, inner bark from trees. I have collected some. I've got it in my bag, so we will do a test on that. See how well it works as a tinder bundle, and then we'll get that to some different ones. Alright guys, so here's the bundle of the bark I've been drying for about a couple of days. So I'm just going to made it into a bundle shape. I'm going to use some char cloth. I imagine everyone knows what char cloth is. For anyone that doesn't, just cloth burnt without oxygen makes a very good thing for catching a spark. So we're going to light this and then put it in the bundle and see if we can't blow it into flame. That's lit. If you can see that. There you go guys. That's just dry bark, and that stuff burns fantastic for tinder bundles. Especially good for if you're making a primitive fire with friction. If you put an ember, a coal from a friction fire on that, blow into that, that's going to go up fantastic. The bigger the bundle, the longer it'll go. So that's a char cloth blown into flame with the bark. Right guys, we'll get to the next one. Alright guys, the next one we're going to do is a fungus. Now, this one is called cramp ball. I'm not sure what the proper name for it is, but cramp balls, as we call them. Basically, yeah, just a little black ball. I'm trying to describe it, but maybe like a piece of coal, and they grow on like dead trees. I think ash trees, if I'm not mistaken. But if you cut them in half, they have quite a soft centre, and they've got rings, inner rings. And if we sort of like, if we cut into them a bit and make them, you know, all soft up, turn it into a sort of powder on the inside, they do when they're dry, take spark very nicely. There we go, that should do it. If you guys can see that. So they burn like a coal, if you will, on the inside. So if you put that into a, again, maybe into a bundle or something, should burn and get you that ember, that flame. Try and get you a bit closer. There you go guys. So that's cramp balls. Right, the next one, this is another natural one. That's cattail. Now, reed mace, or whatever you call it, you know, found in fresh water. But cattail heads, once you break open the brown sausage on top, you've got these seeds. They're very fibrous. Now these do take spark, but they don't burn that quickly. They don't burn for that long, I'm sorry. So we'll see if we can get you on that. Right, there we go. See if we can get this going. See what I mean, guys? You do get it, but it doesn't burn for very long. So that one's alright, I guess. So you may need something else to catch on from that, maybe some grass, some really dry grass or something, but it does work well as a tinder. You can also use it as insulation as well, because it's obviously very fibrous. Stuff it in your clothes if you're in a survival situation, if you've got enough of it. But that's that one, so that's cattail seeds. This one, jute twine. You know, you can buy this from the shops, but I've just taken up all the individual strands and fluffed them up a bit. But again, if you cover this in petroleum jelly as well, these burn for quite a while, but on its own, like this, goes up nicely like that. So just anything fibrous like that tends to work. There we go. Right guys, this is the very basic for beginner bushcrafters. Very good stuff to have in the field though, no matter how experienced you are. But that's just a cotton wool, you know, very fibrous stuff. This will only be a quick one, this will. Goes up like that. If you have quite a bit of it, it will burn for a while, but see how long it burns. So you get a decent short burst of flame on it, and that was about out there. But these things are surefire, guaranteed, in my personal opinion. If you think, if you need to get a fire going in the wet, this is what you need. Cotton wool soaked in petroleum jelly. Works as well if you dip it in candle wax, but these things on a good day can burn for about 5 minutes and have a good flame. Now yeah, if these will go for about 5 minutes with petroleum jelly soaked in them. I've used these quite a few times, so it's been that wet. Me and Josh were actually showing someone the other day who's just started bushcraft, and it was pissing it down. He got one of the fire going using these, so you can't really go wrong. So I definitely recommend having some of them petroleum soaked cotton balls in your pack. Surefire. I mean, the flame on that says it all. I'm just going to try and put this out. It's not working, guys. There we go. Deprive it of oxygen, otherwise it's not going to go out. Right. So that's your like man-made stuff. Alright guys, the last one is birch bark. Now I've seen some people get normal strips, the strips that you would add after you've got a flame, and try to spark that, and unless it's paper birch and you're doing that, I think it's very doubtful you will actually get a spark off it. But a way that a lot of people do, and it's a good way, is shave a lot of take a load of shavings off the bark, you know, just like this, and you build up a pile of shavings, and that should take spark nicely. Obviously the bigger the pile, the longer burn time. Oh, move this down here a bit more. Can we see that? Yep. There you go, guys. If you can see that. So yeah, the bigger the pile, the better you're gonna get. It looks like it's about to go out, but that's the idea of it. Yeah, it's gone out. But you know, if you had a nice pile, you'd be able to get that going. So that's birch bark. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. They're just a few natural and homemade tinders you can use. You know, some work better than others. People have different preferences for tinder. There was some other ones I wanted to show you guys, but it's been so wet around here, things aren't dry enough. For example, I wanted to try and use pine needle bundle. That tends to work quite well, and a few other things, you know, dry grass. The list goes on, but when you're here in glorious United Kingdom in the summer, you're quite limited on dry tinder, to be honest, unless you collect it up and then dry it at home or something like that. But this time, for some reason, we're having an absolutely terrible summer. But yeah, if anyone's got any other tinders that I haven't shown, feel free to leave it in a comment. I'd love to, you know, always for learning new things, trying different things out, help other people out as well. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.